All right. Well, welcome everybody. For those whom I haven't met before, my name is Lindsay Hofber, and we are going to talk tonight about opportunity. We're going to talk about network marketing. We're going to talk about Isagenix specifically. And thumbs up if you can see my screen share. Yes? Awesome. Thank you guys so much. You're going to meet here in a minute a wonderful, wonderful friend and business partner of mine. But first, I just want to thank you very much for being here with us tonight. I understand that you could be doing anything with your time, especially the evenings. We've got dinner hour, we've got bedtime for kiddos. Many people have work Zooms in the evening in addition to this. That I'm grateful for the 30 to 40 minutes you're spending with us tonight and this opportunity I believe so deeply in. Our intention today is to help you see why partnering with Isagenix is the best decision you could make for yourself and your family, both in this moment and in the months and years to come. And we're thankful you're just here and open-minded. That's half the battle, right? That being said, we're going to talk extensively about Isagenix and what it can do for your life. But inside of that, inherently, I'm going to be talking about money. I'm going to be talking about income and the ability to earn income with Isagenix. Now, whether that's $500 a month, $5,000 a month, this is a business. And your success is dependent upon many factors. It's dependent upon the time you're able to give this side hustle. It's dependent upon your values, your network, perhaps even where you live. It's dependent upon many things. And most importantly, I would say your ability to be coachable. And so with that, we don't want to make any false promises or any false claims, and just understand that although this opportunity is limitless, there's a lot of factors that come into play, okay? So without further ado, I'm going to introduce a woman who walked into my life about a year and a half, 2 years ago. She was a devout and loyal Isagenix customer for an entire calendar year before one day she just said, Linz, I'm ready for this opportunity. My family needs this opportunity. There is more month than money in our life right now. Let's go. And that was in December. This woman hasn't stopped sharing Isagenix and impacting the lives of others since. She's become an even greater friend than before, if that's possible. And she's going to help us dive into why network marketing, why Isagenix. So Marcella, will you unmute yourself and take it away?
Yes, thank you so much, Lindsay. You guys, Lindsay is amazing.
Can't hear you yet, love.
Oh, can you hear me? Hello?
Got it. Sorry, that was my end. Go for it.
Isn't Lindsay amazing, you guys? We are so fortunate to have her pouring into us on this scale. She's taught on stages in front of tens of thousands. So to have her guide us is a total privilege, and I love you so much, Lindsay. So I am a wife. I am a mom of two. I've held multiple careers in my life, and when I found out Isagenix, I was in a brand new place. We had just moved. I had 2 new babies, and my brand new friend introduced me to these amazing products, and they have changed my life. So to start this evening, we're going to go into the broader subject of network marketing, and then we're going to narrow down why Isagenix. Okay? So Isagenix is an 18-year-old health and wellness company. We're a community of individuals who help simplify the wellness process so that it's attainable for everyone. While our products are second to none, our platform for earning either supplemental or full-time income is by far the greatest solution we offer. So I want you to keep this question floating in your mind as we walk through this evening together. How much additional income per month could radically change your life right now? Think about it. What could that income allow you to do? What could that income allow you to be, have, give, create? And then where do you go? Where can you find that opportunity? I really hope you find it where we found it in Isagenix. Go ahead and go to that next slide, Linz. So for entrepreneurial and business-minded people, we're all looking for foreseeable trends. What's trending right now? What's driving markets? That's the key or a key to success, right? Well, right now, the wellness industry is booming. It is a $4.2 trillion per year industry. Can you guys even conceptualize that? It's amazing. It has global awareness, and for the first time in history, people are realizing their control over personal health, and they're pairing that by taking action and prioritizing it. We are positioned so well. Next slide. So, and I know you guys, I'm throwing out words like entrepreneur and business, and maybe you totally identify with the picture that that paints, but maybe you're someone who feels really uncomfortable with that whole situation. Does that take you out of the game? Does that remove you from this opportunity? I would argue no. So we're going to look at arguably the same kind of business with two very different models. So first, let's take a look at this lone wolf approach. And I love that term, where you're just taking it on, you're building your business, and it is you in the trenches. So what are you going to need? You're going to need a great product, a product with research and patents and science behind it. You're going to need an immense amount of capital, because the trademarks and the insurance and keeping staff and managing turnover and creating a mobile friendly platform and storing inventory and all that goes into having your own lone wolf entrepreneurial dreams realized takes a lot of capital. Where do you get that capital? Some people have it, most of us don't. So that takes us to the bottom of our list, right? Our mentorship and coaching. Do you guys, I know they're so common. So shows like Shark Tank, there's the other Dragon's Den, I think it is. So these people are those lone wolves. They're going to these investors, they're going to these business coaches, and they're selling essentially a portion of their business for that capital and for that mentorship. That's phenomenal. It's not where I have energy to pour into. So now let's take this same kind of business and just flip it a little bit and look at it through a network marketing lens. Amazing. Your product's done, formulated, patented, trademarked, everything is done for you there. You are an independent contractor, so you don't have employees. You don't worry about, insurance and turnover and marketing. That's done for you. How amazing is that? That is so valuable. Rather than trading hours for income, we're building and working with a team and a community that is so uplifting, and in the long term, provides residual income for you. Income that comes to you and blesses you while you sleep. What kind of life could you build with that? It's amazing. But the most amazing piece of all of this, let's hone in on that mentorship and coaching. How much are people in that lone wolf world investing and spending on that? Do you want to know what you get it for here? For free. For just being a part of this group, this team, this opportunity. And let me tell you, the mentorship and guidance and coaching that I have encountered in my short 6 months of being in this business is unfathomable, and you just don't find it anywhere else. So let's go ahead and hop on to the next slide. And we're going to hone in a little bit more on the Isagenix in particular side of things. So with Isagenix, I can promise you there is no outside investment. I pay for the food that my family eats every month, and that's it. Compensation in Isagenix is a direct result of you helping and serving others. Isn't that beautiful? How amazing is that? How fulfilling is that? Lastly, You're constantly uplifted by the most amazing community, including our corporate team. I have never felt more supported in my professional life, ever. Everything I've done, every school I've been to, it is nothing compared to the support I have here. We are here to watch people win. We are here to guide people. We are here to serve people. And that is a beautiful opportunity. So let's go to that next slide. In review of our whole network marketing umbrella, let's crunch some quick numbers. So looking at that lone wolf site again, if we invest 12 hours a day, 365 days a year, which I know is unrealistic, but just for, let's entertain the idea. Your maximum hours of productivity a year is 4,380 hours. Is that a lot? Yeah, that's a ton, of course. But you're trading, again, hours for income, and you're capped. You aren't earning residual income beyond your finite hours, and time is a precious commodity. So let's look at our team focused model. If you have a 400-person team, and I understand that sounds like a lot, but let's look at Lindsay. Lindsay's been involved in Isagenix. She's been building an Isagenix business for 5 years, a little over 5 years. She has about a 25,000 person team. After 6 months working very part-time, I have almost a 150 person team. That's great. I love that. I know that in 4 years, I can grow that exponentially because one of my best friends, Lindsay, has. So let's take that 400-person team working 1 hour a day. Do you think you can work 1 hour a day? I know I can. I'll find that hour anywhere, right? So now you're getting paid 400 hours per day. That's 146,000 hours per year. And that's not even your cap. Is that life-changing? That screams life change to me. And I really want to edify that for you on a very personal, one family perspective. And in no way, shape, or form am I calling myself a success. But this is how I can show you what this looked like for me. Like I said, I started using Isagenix products because I just wasn't giving my body the nutrition it needs. I was skipping a lot of meals, and the products offered a convenient solution for me. I didn't expect to have a physical transformation, but as you can see on the screen, I really did, and I really liked it. And now I can't imagine my life without the products. I have so much energy. My stress levels have decreased significantly. My fitness levels have been vastly improved. My body composition is the best it's ever been. I think Brad mentioned a couple months ago when we were having a conversation much like this, he's like, man, there's even years off your life. I'm like, oh, thanks. But all that to say, the products aren't my favorite part about Isagenix. I started pursuing the Isagenix opportunity at the end of November because my family's dreams were growing faster than our salaries. And I think that's a really relatable place for people to see themselves in. It's never been a question of whether or not our family will reach our goals. We know we will no matter what. But looking into our future and realizing the amount of time and sacrifice that was going to take was really discouraging. I wasn't okay with incremental growth. I wanted exponential. And you know what? Thank God I did, you guys. Thank God I made the decision to jump in. Because not only is Isagenix funding our dreams, it's kept us on track during an economic crisis that we had no idea was coming. Even despite my husband having to take a pay cut, mandatory pay cut that really could have put us in a scary position. It makes me cringe thinking about it. So I feel indebted to this company. And now I love looking into our future. I love realizing our family's dreams. And I love knowing that it's going to be sooner rather than later. I don't like to hear no. I like to figure out how and then do it that way. I know every single person on this call tonight is desperately searching for this. I know I would be desperately searching for this right now had I not jumped in November. I hope that you can feel my passion for this company and these products and the life change that they bring, because it is truly more impactful than any career I have ever pursued. Enough about me. You've heard my voice for too long. Now I want to transfer it back over to Lindsay. It is my absolute pleasure to have her on this call tonight. Not only is she a dear friend, she is a remarkable business coach and leader, and she leads on a servant level. So, Lindsay, take it away.
Thank you, Marcella. I wasn't prepared for a bit of emotion in hearing Marcella talk, but it's powerful. It's powerful. And what we get to do here is extraordinary. And it will actually be 6 years in September since I drank my first shake and this company walked into my life. And it doesn't grow old. Hearing stories like that will never grow old. And it doesn't make me want to share my story because I care about yours. I care about what you will get to say to others this point and at any point in the future. But Isagenix did walk into my life by way of my college best friend. I was foolish enough to not listen to her about needing to start Isagenix for about 5 months before I was wise enough to trust her and dive in with these products. You see, I'm an eye doctor by trade. I went to college for 8 years. I had a full-time career. My girls were 13 months and 3 years. I was busy. But I was so busy, I was blinded by the fact that this nutrition would actually be the simplest things in my day. And I wish I would have started sooner. I did start exclusively for the product. So if that's you on this call, raise your hand. You're in a safe space. I had no business starting a business when I did. But a funny thing happens when you start Isagenix. You quickly fall in love with the products. You quickly are convicted about what these products have done for you or can do for others, and you want to share. And I went to work sharing and referring these friends and my staff and everyone in my eye office to my best friend who started me on these products. And because of her encouragement, this beautiful side hustle unfolded right before my eyes, before I even realized I wanted it. But I went to work to study what network marketing really was. I knew nothing about it. I had every jaded view that the next person has on this industry who knows nothing about it. And I was mesmerized. I was mesmerized by the opportunity. I was mesmerized that everywhere I looked in researching network marketing, there were very successful people of every single demographic. And that was so neat. My driving force was my student loans. A doctorate comes with a very steep price tag, and it was a huge burden on my family. But you guys, that's as far as I ever saw Isagenix taking me. Keep getting healthy, keep rocking these products, keep blessing my family with this nutrition and a healthy, happy mom that I wasn't before, but that they desperately deserved. And oh my goodness, if I could take care of those student loans, how awesome. And that unfolded into something so much more. This very company and opportunity and my ability to be open with my mind brought me out of that exam room and into the arms of my little girls with one hell of a pay raise, as my dad says. So for that reason alone, I'm fiercely passionate about helping any human, any tired, fluffy mama like I was, any professional like I was, college students already drowning in debt. You guys, the residual income I've been able to help my parents earn through the vehicle of Isagenix is extraordinary. But more importantly, it's become a life and a lifestyle. Now, I don't expect anybody to leave their day job like I did. I had a tug in my heart, and I was missing out on too many precious days with my girls to keep that nonsense up any longer. So I did use this as my vehicle to kick off my encore career at age 30. But I do sincerely hope that you're open and interested in enough in at least getting your products paid for, or at least taking care of one burden that you might have on your family in your month, taking your kids on an extra vacation, taking care of your mortgage payment or part of it, paying off that car, whatever it might be. We're here for it. Isagenix is here for it. There's zero expectations, none whatsoever. There's just a whole lot of hope, community, and support along the way. So that wasn't very sure, but that is my story. So my question for you is, what if you could? What if you could be sharing your story of hope and transformation to others in the future? What if you could pay those student loan debt off faster? What if you could go to bed every single night knowing that your bills are covered and you have enough left over in the morning to pursue your dreams? What if you could look at your children every single day and just say yes? You guys, I love being the yes mom. Like, I take so much pride in being able to reasonably spoil my little kiddos. What if you could create a vehicle to transport you into this next season or next journey in life? Or what if you could replace any amount of income or finances or security that has hit in your life or in your family's life since March? Unexpectedly hit, much like Marcella said. You guys, my husband's in healthcare, a job you never would imagine would vanish overnight for weeks to months, and it did. I just can't tell you what pivoting can do for you and your life right now. And that's what I ask. What if you could? But you guys, in order to understand what you could do, you have to align yourself with people who have big dreams and big values also. On the slide here, you see our co-founders of our company, the Coover family. Now, I know at this point, I have a personal relationship with each of these three humans, and I know that they are as real could ever be. But I don't expect, and I certainly didn't in the beginning, have a clue who these people were. And I'm asking you to borrow my belief and borrow my relationship with them until you have your own. They're extraordinary. Kathy, the wife, has had a lifelong career in building large teams and rising to the top of 3 different network marketing companies. So her mindset and her trainings and the value of what she puts on associates in the field is extraordinary. Now, Jim, he developed compensation plans for a living for companies both in network marketing and outside of network marketing. One of the coolest facts about Jim Coover is he is the single human who brought adaptogenic herbs to the Western world. Now, many of you might know what those are. Some of you might not, but we get to take ownership of that the reason they're even here, and they were here over 20 years ago, was actually because of Jim Coover. So I just want you to know that they're global entrepreneurs. They actually came out of retirement in 2002 to start and run Isagenix. They didn't need to do this, but they wanted to design a company that did things right, that were right for the associates, right for the customers, and right for the corporate staff. And I admire that so deeply because y'all, I've had some bosses, I've had some bosses that never did things right, let alone everything right. I see a few of you nodding, I get it. So their goal was to produce a compensation plan that had the greatest 6- and 7-figure earners of any network marketing company. They accomplished that very quickly. We have over 340 Isagenix millionaires. These are humans in Isagenix like you and I that have earned, not sold, but actually earned over $1 million in cumulative income. That's extraordinary. Every year after year after year, we have 400 to 500 6-figure earners. That's a true income. That's a real income. You guys, this isn't a hobby income. This isn't a one-time sale and purchase income. This is a true residual income. And it's because of these people you see on the screen. This is our mission statement from the very beginning. And I'm sorry, I think I drew that line on the screen and I have no idea how, so I apologize. But you guys, our vision is to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain. And in the process, create the most respected and trusted health and wellness company in the world. This was their mission statement when they opened their doors in 2002, and it still reigns very true today. So what is it about Isagenix that makes us different from any other protein shake company, any other network marketing company? And here's my list of reasons why. We were established in 2002. We did celebrate our 18th birthday in March. We're open in 14 international markets, and in 2 weeks, we have our soft launch in 21 additional companies or countries, excuse me. You can't even make that stuff up. It's wild. We're a global company. We've won countless business awards as a company, which is very inspiring, and you can find all of that online. We have over 75 products and literally growing by the month. Our chief science officer and formulator is one of the most extraordinary humans I've ever met in my life. His name is Dr. Plant, which is comical, but he just continues with the development and improvement of anything he can get his hands on in the health and wellness industry. We've had over $7 billion of cumulative sales. That's a huge milestone for any company. And $3.2 billion has been paid out in commissions. And why is that important? That is the dollar amount, that is the money that most companies spend paying on advertising. You see, for those of you that aren't familiar with network marketing, we take out the middleman. That's what network marketing companies do. They remove that middleman. They remove the Target or the Safeway. They remove that person out, and we become that person. We become the virtual distributors. We become the walking advertisements and the share model that we know everybody knows and loves. It's important because word of mouth referrals and marketing is all we know now. That word of mouth might be based on social media for sure, but we've been conditioned to tune out the advertisements. Do you ever look at billboards anymore? Do you ever even see a commercial? I don't even think commercials still exist. I think the form of advertisements we have now are the Instagram and Facebook ads, and how conditioned are we to turn those off? So that's where the power of network marketing is so valuable. But you also get to do business with those whom you know and trust. And that's what's so cool about Isagenix. I'd much rather put my health and my future into someone that I know and trust versus a shelf in a store. We've had over 30 million in product and monetary donations. If there's one thing Isagenix is, it's a giving company. We have our own ISA Foundation that donates to all the things worldwide: health, education, meals, and food. They're always the first to step to the plate in both money and products in any of our natural disasters globally, not just here in the US, where our global headquarters happen to be. And then lastly, our products are backed by science and research, you guys. We have products that fill a need, and we have products that are proven. We have over 6 published and peer-reviewed clinical studies that are growing by the minute. We have a new study that's being released very soon. And that's why, as a healthcare professional, and my husband is too, we put our trust in our own bodies and our health in these products, was because they were proven. And if I'm going to pour something into my body every day, I want it to be backed by research. You know, our no compromise products, a lot of people claim that, but it's a true certification, if you will, that we respond ethically and responsibly. You guys, we go through rigorous testing. If you've ever been to corporate headquarters in Gilbert, Arizona, the lab is so neat. It's extraordinary. It's pristine. It's beautiful. There's so many worker bees in there working so hard just to be sure that the testing is complete. We're backed again by science and clinical research, and our products are based upon 3 very important facts or notions to our health, you guys. It's adaptogens, it's intermittent fasting, and it's protein. You combine those 3 things in your daily routine, and you're never going to have to look for another diet again, or another health protocol or eating protocol again. Those 3 things for me were the true key to unlock a lifestyle of balance, a healthy relationship with food, and ended the yo-yo dieting for me, and I can speak for many other people on this call, forever. You guys, so our products, you know, they're designed to be effective, long-term, and sustainable, right? We've been using these methods for over 18 years. But what's as important as what's not in our products? It's what's in our products, okay? We have only grass-fed only protein. Every single one of our products is gluten-free. We are proudly a gluten-free company. We focus very much on low glycemic because research. We use nothing artificial. We are completely soy-free, and we are very vegan-friendly. We have an entire dairy-free line to support those who are interested in that lifestyle. So now what I'm going to do, if you'll bear with me for 5 more minutes, I'm going to stop screen sharing. I'm going to hop over to the whiteboard right behind me, and I want to draw out just the initial portion of our compensation plan. Okay, because maybe you're here and you're thinking, I'm ready, I want to do this, but now what? What is it that I do? Well, in short, you guys have to share. You have to share these products that you know and love, first and foremost, right? But second to that, it's understanding what's at stake. It's understanding what you're leaving on the table if you opt not to share and not to pursue this opportunity, but it's more important to understand what you're working towards. I just had the best conversation with one of my consultants today. She was under the assumption that all the hundreds of dollars she's made up until this point was product coupons. And I died a slow death inside when she said that. I'm like, I can't believe I wasn't clear. That's real money. That's cash. That's actually a bank account you have now. And her response literally was, okay, now you have my attention. Because we're so used to being paid in points. We're so used to being rewarded in product referrals. And while that is great, that doesn't change your life. What changes your life is money and income that you can pour into the facets of your life that you need to, right? So let's quickly walk through. Let me stop and share this. You guys can still see me okay? I might tilt my screen up a little bit here, friends. And if you can't see this well, just holler, okay? I'm gonna share a funny. I actually put real pants on, real jeans on in case I needed to stand up. So I don't have sweats on, which many of you on this call probably have on right now. And kudos to you if you do. You guys, so this is how simple Isagenix is, okay? You're going to start with our most common starter pack. This starter pack is for people who need weight loss. It's for people who need to gain healthy weight. It's for people who want to increase lean muscle. It's for absolutely any adult. And I say adult because this does involve our intermittent fasting protocol, which there are some age concerns and restraints there. So you're going to start on what we call our value pack. The value pack is $599. It comes with over 60 meals and 1 million adjunct products to help you and your family, to really serve you and your family. This breaks down to just a cool $20 a day that you're covering all of your supplements, your nourishment, your vitamins, and 2 full meals. So do that math real quick in your head and think about what you normally spend. Now this pack, it's such a deep discount. That's why it's called the value pack. You're actually saving approximately $185 by purchasing this pack. So we're gonna start you there because that's my most favorite place to start people, okay? So let me see where I'm at on my screen here. So here you are, and you started with the value pack. And you've got the most supportive mother-in-law on the entire planet. My mother-in-law was the first person to want to start and do Isagenix with me, so I love using her as an example. You start her on the exact same path that you started on, right? Because it is the best pack. So you've got mother-in-law right here. I'm going to write MIL for mother-in-law. Because she started with the value pack, Isagenix is going to reward you $100. That goes to you. That doesn't go to mom-in-law, but that's a thank you from Isagenix for, hey, thanks for getting this customer started on a life-changing pack. Here's your compensation. Isagenix has the coolest weekly program, and it is this: if you enroll 2 or more new customers on any given compensation week, so any given calendar week, they double all of your rebates. So you've got mother-in-law on board, and you also happen to have the coolest best friend ever. And she says, sure, you're gonna drink a shake, I'm gonna drink a shake. So you've got BFF over here. BFF starts on the value pack. So Isagenix is giving you $100 for starting your BFF. So let's start to total over here what you're looking to make in this 1 week alone, 7 days. You've got 100 for mother-in-law, 100 for BFF. I told you that if you do that in the same week, every time, week after week after week, this isn't a one-time gift, it's continual, those values both double. So we've got you to 200 and 200 for a total of 400. Now, what's really awesome about Isagenix is the first level of leadership is called a consultant. And all a consultant is a person who has personally enrolled 2 customers. That's it, just 2 customers. And if you do that in your first 30 days, which is a pretty generous length of time, you earn an extra $100 from Isagenix. That is your consultant bonus. So we're gonna add another 100 right here. I'll write consultant off to the side so we remember, and you're sitting at $500. Now, you could genuinely do that in 1 hour if you wanted, right? If you were excited enough and shared with your family fast enough and your BFF, then this could happen really quickly. This could take a week, this could take 30 days, right? There's no rules. It's your choice and your willingness and ability to do this, but it's powerful money. But it gets better. The real fun starts when you help your customers help others. And isn't that the key to anything in life? Helping people and helping them help people. So let's use this example and say that both your BFF and your mother-in-law enroll 2 customers of their own. Say they finished up their 30 days. They did their first 30-day system. They lost their average of 13.6 pounds, which is proven in our clinical research studies, that first 30 days, and they decide to grab 2 friends of their own and enroll them, okay? So you've made BFF a consultant, you've made mother-in-law a consultant. Not only have they earned their own money back now by doing that, but Isagenix says thank you. When you create consultants of your own, you get an extra $100. Every consultant you make, you get an extra $100. So now we're sitting at, did I do math wrong? Nope, we're good. We're sitting at $700, right? Because you helped them help others. In this scenario, how many customers did you personally start? You only personally started 2, right? But you've already earned 700. The cool part is, if you do this, you've impacted only 6 lives, but if you do this in your first 60 days of becoming an associate or a partner with Isagenix, you get an extra bonus of $250 because this brings you to the next level of leadership called manager. Okay, so you've got an extra $250 here. I'm gonna write manager off to the side. And you now are at $950. Again, this could have all happened in a day, a week, 30 days, 60 days, but it was fun because guess what? The 6 of these people are indebted to you for forever. They feel phenomenal. They're never gonna stop putting these products in their body and they're happy. But this is the cool part. For those of you that are experienced in network marketing, I want to point out a couple things. We have a binary compensation plan. That means you only grow 2 legs, your right and your left. There's no 7 legs, 10 legs, nothing complicated, just 2. And you earn residual volume, residual income off of every single customer in your organization. So you might not even know this friend that your mother-in-law enrolled. Say mother-in-law enrolled a book club friend you've never even met before. But guess what? You've earned income on book club friend. Every product purchase this person makes goes to your mother-in-law and goes all the way up to you in the same volume. And this can happen infinite levels deep. It can happen 10 levels deep, 12 levels deep, forever. There's no cap, there's no cutoff in the Isagenix compensation plan. So you can see how over time, if you're brave and you're sharing, you're either enrolling customers quickly or you're taking your time and grabbing maybe a customer every 30 or 60 days because you're casually sharing. This is going to continue to grow and spiderweb, I like to say, and fill in beautiful product points and residual income for you. When this organization grows, you're earning compensation when you sleep. You're earning compensation on vacation. You're earning compensation when you're with your children. And that's the beautiful part of Isagenix and our compensation plan. Marcella mentioned I had an organization of approximately 25,000 people. I'm up here and I just happened to say yes. And I've persisted long enough for these circles to number 25,000. Every single time one of those humans places an order in their Isagenix wholesale account, I get to earn money from it. I don't know a fraction of those 25,000 people. And that's how extraordinary our compensation plan can be if you're open and you're willing to just do it. So that, I hope, isn't too confusing. I hope it paints a beautiful picture of what really can be. I encourage you to circle back with the person who invited you, and they can send you anywhere from a 5 to 10 minute video from Isagenix, laying this out again and continuing on further to a lot of the bonuses that Isagenix has. In fact, Isagenix has 5 figures worth of upfront bonuses as you grow your organization and you change your life, that you can watch in some of our amazing corporate videos. That's just too in-depth to go over on this call. So I want to wrap it up. I really appreciate your time. You guys were here at 42 minutes, and I apologize. I always try to stay on time, but I have one last thing for you. At this point, over the last 30 minutes, you've listened, and I thank you for being here, but you're either a 3, a 2, or a 1. If you're a 3, you've taken a look at the information, you were here, you were open-minded, but you don't feel like it's right for you yet. And that's okay. Thank you for being here. If you're a 2, you have questions, you're intrigued, you're not sold yet, but if you get your questions answered, you very well might be ready to do this and to change your life. And we're happy you were here. Now, if you're a 1, you know that it's time to do something different. You've listened, you've learned, you're borrowing our belief while you start to build your own. You understand that the choices that you made 5 years ago have landed you to where you are today, in this very moment, on July 7th, 2020. So you know that the choices you make today are going to land you to where you're going to be 5 years from now. And you're ready. You're ready for more income. You're ready for better health. You're ready for more security. And if that's you, you should be excited. We're happy to have you here. Welcome to the Isagenix family. Please circle back to the person who invited you to this call tonight and let them know your number so that they can help you in the way that you want to be helped right now. All right. Thanks for being here, everybody. We appreciate you all. Mwah.